Did Jesus know everything?
Yes.
So when the Bible says he didn't know the hour, is the Bible wrong or are you wrong?
The Bible isn't wrong and Jesus isn't wrong.
Can I read the verse to you though? But of that day and hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So Jesus did not know everything, because the Bible says he didn't know the hour.
This right here is a perfect example of how Muslims do not know what we believe. We believe Jesus is the God-man, the God who pre-existed with the Father, who came down to earth and took on a human form, which means he has two natures. He fully has a divine nature and he fully has a human nature, a human body, a human mind. So when we read the verse, the Son does not know the hour, he's referring to his human nature, his human mind that's limited in knowledge, but not to his divine nature. And what's funny is that this same chapter actually shows Jesus knows the hour, because at the very end, Jesus gives a story to the apostles about how a master leaves his servants in charge as he goes on a journey. And the servants are forced to stay awake because their master will come back to the house in a day and hour they do not expect. So they have to remain alert. Now, obviously, the master in the story is Jesus himself, and the servants in the story are obviously the apostles. Therefore, it's a very simple question. If the master is going to come back to the house, that means he knows when he's going to come back. And if Jesus is the master in that story, that shows Jesus knows the hour, but chooses not to declare the hour to the apostles to force them to stay awake, which was Jesus' whole point of the story. Which shows Mark chapter 13 doesn't disprove Jesus' divinity, but actually proves he is the God-man who's fully God, but also fully human because he took on a human form, and he chose not to declare the hour, not because he doesn't know it according to his divine nature, but because he wanted his apostles to remain faithful into the very end.